Hello and welcome, everybody. My name is Shannon Fisher, care of Web and Essence Enterprises, here to deliver some. Oh, Tina, yes, you did find it. You're the first one on. Welcome. Yes, so here I'm going to be delivering some divine guidance messages for the collective, as well as for anyone and everyone who is joining this live while I am live. So if you are catching the replay, if you don't see me catching your comments, it's because you're not on while we're live. But feel free to take any of the messages that you hear that resonate with you, because just a reminder, Spirit has no limits or boundaries on how it delivers messages to us. So if you're open to receive and looking for guidance, allow yourself to feel what feels right. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Starry. How is everybody doing? Well, it's been a week. It has. And yeah, Spirit actually gave me the message to do a live here on Friday instead of Saturday. And it was on Tuesday I got the message, but I got so sidetracked with a bunch of other things that they reminded me, I think it was yesterday or maybe Wednesday. I don't know. I cannot remember, but you guys did not get a whole lot of heads up notice, and I apologize for that. I was supposed to do it right away to let you guys know, but look at everybody that is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you all. So I have 3 decks in front of me here tonight, and I've already pulled our collective messages. So I'm going to start with those before I connect with you guys and deliver some personal messages for you if you would like them. So hold off on your comments for what you would like for me to concentrate on until I'm ready to do the personal readings. I've had 2 decks that were screaming at me to come out and be worked with tonight for us that I have not actually touched in, I want to say, over a year, maybe a year and a half. So the first one here is Work Your Light Oracle. This is by Rebecca Campbell. Amazing channel and guide. She has many books and oracles out there that are just absolutely fantastic. But that was the first one that jumped out. And then we have the, here's the box for it, the Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards by Izzy Ivy. Okay. And then, of course, I have my trusted Ascended Masters with us. So I pulled 1 card from each of those 3 decks. And usually when I pull a card, the card that gets pulled is connecting to our 3D physical reality as we know it. And then I take a look at what's at the bottom of the deck as well. So this is the bottom of the deck's message is a bigger picture, also connected to our higher selves, and or you could say 5D as well. So it's the higher plane message, and they directly correlate with each other, both these messages. So I pulled 1 from each, but you get 2 messages from each of these 3 decks. So our collective message, and I was just shuffling the cards and asking, please give us guidance for the collective, for the here and now. And the first card that got pulled from the Work Your Light Oracle is Break the Chain. So awesome, because it's so fitting. So this has to do with ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. So maybe this week and leading up until this point and going forward over the next week, I'm feeling this is like this energy. We're right smack in the middle of that 2-week period I was talking about last week with the eclipses, right? We're right in the middle of it. So we're still in that suspended phase is what I'm hearing this is. And during this phase, things are going to bubble up to the surface that need to be addressed. And if we're not addressing them, they're going to get pulled out, right? Like the rug being pulled out from underneath you, kind of like a force. It's supposed to be taken care of. So here with the break the chain, it's just talking about recognizing the patterns that are going on in your life. If you're wondering, oh, I keep having this happening, and it's like I always attract this, but I actually want that. It's like these are repeating patterns for us to go in and figure out, are these ours, or are they actually connected to an energetic imprint coming down the ancestral line, right? Because we do hold the energy of those who walked before us, right? And if there's some things that feel like blocks and challenges, that energy could be connected to something else, but you actually signed up to clear that in this lifetime through you. And what you clear and balance within you helps clear and balance 7 generations behind you, as well as the next 7 generations moving forward. It's pretty wild. So there's a healing process taking place, even if you're not quite aware of it. Or haven't been aware of it, mark my words, it's happening. And I feel it's happening on personal levels, but we're also seeing a bunch of stuff coming up and bubbling up to the surface on a collective level as well. But do your best not to get caught up on what is outside of you. How you have a better impact on changing the outside world is how you are cultivating and balancing and managing your inner world. Okay. Now, at the bottom of the deck from the Work Your Light Oracle here, we got, you are already doing it. So we are already breaking the chains, right? I'm sure everybody watching here is like, we don't want to be doing the same old thing, getting the same old results. It's time for something new. We've all asked for a new, I believe we've all been asking for new ways of doing things because the old ways just were not working. So here we are. We're already doing it. The message here is to stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. If you don't know what your true north is, spend some time unplugging from that outside world to tune in to who you are. If you have not started a meditative practice of some sort, or because meditation just means becoming fully aware in the present moment, right? And when you get present with yourself, then you can start understanding yourself better from the inside out and learning how to communicate with your higher power, whatever that looks like and feels like for you. There's no wrong way to connect with something greater than, but this greater than is a part of who we are. We're not separate from it, but we've been believing that in this illusion of separation for far too long that we actually, even you'll hear me say, connecting to the higher self. As if it's something separate from us, but it is not. We're directly linked to it, right? So when you get clear with yourself, what is in alignment with your own integrity and passions and what lights you up and makes you happy, that's your true north, right? And you follow the steps, or they're saying the breadcrumbs will light up the way of which way to go. But this is a dance of trusting in something greater than ourselves, but is of ourselves. I know it sounds like a paradox, but I mean, it is. And that's kind of what this life is, learning how to accept that everything is relevant. Okay, moving on to the Beyond Lemuria cards here. In the 3D and our physical reality, our message here is Realm Bridger. I'm just going to try to read this because the print is so small. The Realm Bridger. As you raise your vibration and explore different states of consciousness, you may experience phenomena you believed only happen in fantasy stories. Through meditation and journeying, we invite a greater awareness of subtle realities. These realms can be amazing places to bring through pioneering ideas and creativity. This card is about bridging the seen and unseen. Just as water changes from solid to gas to liquid, we can catch the intangible in other forms. Metaphors, codes, or even maths can form the path of the visionary. From the mind and the heart, visions can emerge into matter. Dream outside the box. It's time to create the foundations of our realities in a fresh, new way. And what's really cool is that I have a fresh new idea, a creative service, if you will, that dropped in a few weeks, yeah, about 3 weeks ago now. And I've been working with it personally and getting ready to launch it and share it with you guys as a service and a workshop that I'm going to be putting together. So I'm really excited to be sharing that. But again, I don't get these inspirations and these really cool creative ideas unless I'm getting very quiet within myself and I can hear, the intuition, the inside stirrings, and then it just, these ideas pop in, and then my whole body lights up, and I know that that's the direction I need to go in. So meditation is something I do every single day. All right, in the bigger picture and our 5D, we got manifestia. My goodness, this is just wild. You can decide how you want to live. The universe fully supports your choice to step into the optimal version of yourself. Dream big, then dream bigger. Now is a great time to start the projects that you've been considering. All it takes is some pollination. Be creative with your visioning. Sow the seeds of the reality you want to experience through affirmative thinking and higher intention. Then anchor or ground your dream seeds. Manifest from the heart. Overcome fear. Take strong positive action and let go of the outcome. Know and trust that your dreams are already on their way and expect to see the results. So now Spirit is actually saying, go back to this card. You are already doing it. The thing is, you guys, we have been creating our realities based on our vibrations this whole time. Everything is energy. And the only things we experience are the things that we are a vibrational match to. So change the way, if you're wanting change in your life, you have to first change the way you feel and the way you think in order to create a different outcome. Okay? And how you do that, first and foremost, from the Ascended Masters, we have Pallas Athena, detach from drama. Don't get sucked into things that aren't yours, right? And if people are having a hard time and they need help, then, reach out for that help. But that help should be guidance in help, supporting someone to learn how to deal with their own issues, not pass the buck, right? Or take on what doesn't belong to you. So this is a very strong message for all of us right now. And again, unplug from what we're seeing on the outside world or the world stage right now, because it's just way too easy to get sucked into something that maybe isn't really meant for you to get sucked into. Again, if we want to really create a ripple effect of positive change in the outer world, we have to first cultivate that positive change within our inner world. This is how it works. And when we detach from drama, look what we get. Parvati shows up with positive change. You can't make this stuff up. And I'll show you who's hiding underneath there is Archangel Michael with "You Can Do It." And with that message too, I want to say, anytime that you're experiencing doubts or uncertainty within yourself and your ability to create, adapt those words. I can, therefore I will. And he actually comes through with this. It's more like a song, and I know some of you have heard me say this. Hi, Darla. So, and it actually raises my vibration when I catch myself, kind of faltering, like, I don't know if I can do that. Boom, he's right in there. You can do it. And then I'm like, oh, and then I can hear it. I can and I will. 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 Say that like 3-4 times, and every single time I'm saying it, it kind of gets into a catchy little tune. My energy lifts up and I start lifting up, like even sitting up straighter and just, instantly changing my vibration. And therefore, dispelling that doubt, that worry, and then re-energizing myself to align with I can, therefore I will. Cool. All right, I'm going to take a picture of all these, because what I like to do is post this on all the social medias for the collective, as well as the full write-up from all the book, because I did not go into all of that. There we go. Okay, so who wants a reading? And if you have anything specific that you would like for me to tap in and ask about, go ahead and type that question into the comments. Otherwise, if you just would like a general reading, just, you can say, please tell me what I need to know. There we go. Look at you guys go. Oh, Starry, you did Izzy's painting course. Very cool. All right. Is Joseph avoiding Starry? No, I don't feel like he's avoiding you. I think he's just busy. He's caught up in some other things at the moment. It's not avoiding. It's interesting. They're saying that there's a reason why there's not a connection happening right now, and it's not a bad thing or anything. It's just like there's a, I don't know why, but there's a need for separation. So instead of being too focused on that and allowing your mind to conjure up, oh, it's something about you, ask yourself how this isn't like, what is the opportunity that's being given here? Because it feels like communication will pick back up again. There's just a pause for some reason. That's very interesting. I actually want to use the tarot here for your question. Hang on, my phone is blowing up. Sorry about this, guys. It's just my son. I want to make sure he's okay. Okay, let's get back to this while I wait for that message. Okay. All right, you got the Two of Pentacles here. Right, and the Two of Pentacles, this is a positive card. Like I feel like Um, hmm, there might be some changes coming, but changes for the better, right? So take a step back. It's funny. She's got one foot up and one foot down here, and I'm hearing just take a step back, reorient yourself. Like try not to be focused there and focus on yourself right now, because you want to be careful with the Nine of Wands here. That you don't feel like you're burdening yourself. See, he's got this bandage. It feels like over his head, and it's like maybe you're overthinking things. So just take this opportunity that you have for more time on your own to do the things, give yourself what it is that you would like. And then I want to also just give you a card of guidance from the Ascended Masters. Okay. Open your heart to love. And this card, usually when you're opening your heart to love, this includes yourself, right? If we're not loving on ourselves or having that really good loving relationship with ourselves, it makes it, we're going to be limited in how we can have a loving relationship with anybody, whether it's romantic or platonic, does not matter, right? Starts with self. So, and I feel that that's what the opportunity is here for you, right? And at the bottom of the deck here, you got El Moira with clear and shield your energy, right? So yeah, take a break. Allow yourself. You said something about doing it, Izzy's painting course, right? And right under clear and shield your energy was artistic expression. So redirect your focus. Work through whatever doubts or possibly insecurities, and build yourself up from the inside with that love, right? And things will pick up. I hope that was helpful for you. Okay, Tina, please tell me what I need to know about jobs and money. Okay, no emergency with my son. That's good. Okay, Tina. Are you already employed, Tina? You're just looking for something different? Hmm. I'm hearing. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm hearing to look in a direction that you would never have thought of before. Mm. Well, what would that be? It's hard for me to get clarity on here. They need you to figure that one out on your own. Well, because first and foremost, yeah, you want to be anybody listening right now, really. If you're not happy doing your work, then it's important that you reorient yourself and align yourself with the things that do make you happy. Because otherwise, you're just existing in a world that is not making you happy, and that's not living at all. And we all came here to live. We all came here and deserve to be happy and do the things that make us happy. And when we're in alignment with doing the things that make us happy, the money is just a bonus. Okay, so tap into what it is that you're passionate about, Tina. And they're telling me it's like a course correct. You're finding out that in this toxic position where you are, that this is not for you. It's clear, plain as day, right? So ask yourself, what if there were no barriers on getting another job, what is the ideal job that you would love to be doing? And then I can just see this path lighting up, and it's like you're going to go full force towards that. Don't worry about not knowing how to do it. The how and the opportunities that will align you with that will come as if by magic. Now I'm hearing trust the universe. Vibrationally match with what makes you happy, and the universe cannot help but give you what matches that. Remember? Okay, let's see what the Ascended Masters say. For Tina, please. You got the persistence card, so don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Right? And then, of course, they're showing me this other card, break the chain, right? Stop forcing yourself to be somewhere where it is not feeling right. This is your opportunity for you to recognize your self-worth, that you are worthy of better things, and remove yourself from that so that you can move towards that which will make you happy. And at the bottom of the deck here, you got Vishnu with trust. Trust in this process. You're a lot stronger than you believe. So let go, break the chain, and move into something new and exciting. It's uncharted territory, but it's exactly where you want to go. You will not be disappointed. Yeah, pretty cool. I hope that was helpful for you. Money is just going to be a bonus. Darla. Okay, Darla. Nothing specific. Okie dokie. Okay. Oh, Tina, if you would like to know more, I would highly recommend maybe booking an appointment with me, because these are just mini readings for everybody here. Yeah. And that was a big one too. So, you want to focus on one thing at a time here. All right, Darla. Haha. Hey, Dave. Happy Friday. What's going on for Darla? I haven't tapped into your energy in a while. I just hear things are pretty delightful. Well, that's really cool. So even though things are, I'm feeling delightful for the most part, I'm just hearing there's something that needs to be shrugged off. Like they're just saying, shrug it off, shake it off. So maybe someone said something or did something, and you're like, what the hell was that all about? And it's bothering you just ever so slightly, like not horribly, but slightly. It's a little tiny trigger. I'm saying shake it off, shrug it off. So maybe set the intention to let go of whatever it was. Trust that when people project, it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. It's a good reminder. Right? And if it's a trigger within you, then that's just something that's come up. You don't always need to know exactly what it's all about, but just have the intention. Oh, this is how I'm feeling. Acknowledge it within yourself. Love yourself. Remind yourself you're here. You're good. And we're just going to let this go, like water off a duck's back, right? Throw on some music and dance. Shake that out. Okay, I want to. The Beyond Lemuria is coming out for you, Darla. Oh, there you go. He apologized. Yeah, see, so people just have a bad day and they end up projecting their shit on other people. And yeah, I'm telling you, everybody's reactive lately, myself included. Boy, was I ever a full-on reactor just a few days ago, but it was necessary for the situation. Things needed to be said and things had to come to a head, and I believe we're all better for it now. All right, Darla, what's your guidance from Beyond Lemuria? Ooh, you got the infinite. As Lemurians were only partially incarnated, their bodies were much lighter, less physically actualized, and less affected by aging. They were also aware of their infinite nature. This card of rebirth can appear after challenges that have required a level of surrender. You have arrived at a beginning. Revel in your newfound inner freedom. Oh, that's where the delightful was coming from. Blockages have fallen away, and there are opportunities to step into. Stretch your wings and arise like a phoenix, born anew, ready for a new cycle of growth. Celebrate, honor the road that brought you here, and prepare to take flight with the tools you have gathered through your evolution process. Very cool. And then at the bottom of the deck, you got Beyond the Mind. So the mind moves us through the logistics of life so we can function in the world. However, endless mental chatter, self-doubt, limiting stories, and subconscious programs can keep us in our suffering. Step outside mind-based limitations. Looking at things in an overly logical way will hinder you and obstruct access to your superpowers. The past may be running you and making your mind spin so you cannot see what is really in front of you. Consider what your heart and your gut are telling you. What would the situation at hand feel like if you released all fears and worries? Are these concerns even yours? Right? So I want to just address Tina again, if you're still in here too. Some of these other messages, if you're still here, can also pertain to you as well. All the messages that I'm reading for you guys, there's levels of those messages that definitely ring true for me in certain areas of my life, and I heed them. So you are wanting more, and this particular message here was more for you as well. Remember, Spirit has no limits or boundaries on how it delivers messages to people. And even though we're listening to messages being given to somebody else, if there is guidance in there that feels like it can be applied to you in areas of your life, please know that, yes, it's for you as well. If you weren't meant to hear it and it wasn't meant for you to have the opportunity to utilize, your whole feed would shut down, or something would happen with the being able to hear the message. It wouldn't happen. So if you're hearing it, I would recommend heeding it, because there's a reason, right? Okay, I hope that was helpful for you, Darla. You're very welcome. All right. Who else would like a message? Who else is watching? We got Tara. Tara, did you want a message? Are you still in the house? Oh, yeah. There she is. Tell me what I need to know. Okay, Tara. First off, I hear go outside more. There is a need for more fresh air, and I'd see you surrounded by trees and hearing lots of birds. So there's a need for to be held in nature more. It's gonna help. It's gonna help you be able to release some heavy energy that you're carrying. So are you able to get out and go for walks? Because I'm not sure if you have any mobility issues um, or limitations of any sort. And if there is some limitations or anything, then even just I don't know. I'm seeing a backyard surrounded by trees and being able to hear the birds. So um, well, and the weather's starting to get a little bit better. I'm not too sure exactly whereabouts you are, but getting barefoot and putting your feet in the dirt or in the grass is to make that connection even stronger with the earth, so that you're giving me the word. This is how you're going to replenish yourself. And it's very easy. Your mind might be trying to tell you it's too easy. It can't be that easy. Do your best to dispel those types of mindsets. Okay, you have the backyard with trees. Cool. All right, do you have a garden back there? So I see they're saying set intentions when you're planting seeds. You can go to the parks more? Okay, cool. Yeah, so, and they're saying quite like over and over, get outdoors more. It's important for you to be outdoors more. So that's kind of has got me questioning if maybe inside the house is got heavier energy in there. Do you smudge your house at all? Well, you're working at a farm. Cool. Very cool. Does this farm have horses? Because they're amazing healers. Amazing. I would recommend doing a sage cleansing through the house, or if you have a drum, walk through the house just drumming, set the intention to clear the space, open up the windows, and just air it out. And they're telling me it's an older house, so it just has older energy that just needs to be cleansed a little more regularly, and that'll help for when you're in there. Oh, cool. Okay, now I'm drawn to the Work Your Light Oracle for you. Just veggies. Well, veggies start with seeds, some of them, yes. Well, they're showing me if you do buy veggies for your garden that are already pre-grown, get ones that you can start with seeds. Okay, because if you set an intention, it's really strange, but they had me do this one year, and it was it was so wild. So I set an intention that I wanted to grow a specific dream. And at that point in time, it was to get a website built for my business. So this was quite a few years back. And I was setting the intention to, and literally putting that intention in my mind out loud. And then I put the seed in my mouth and just got a little bit wet with my saliva, and then went and put it in the ground. And that, I can't remember what it was now that I grew, but that plant grew, and so did my intention of what I wanted to manifest. So that's some good information for everybody out there. It's amazing what we can do, especially when we start working with nature in ways. Oh, you farm veggies. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, even in your yard, though, to plant a seed, it's like planting a seed of intention, but you're doing it literally. But I see you doing this in your yard. So even if you don't like have a garden patch or anything, you can get wild flower seeds and do the same thing and just line like the outskirts of your house, right? Or the edges of the yard. Yes, they do, don't they? All right. Let's see. Additional guidance for Tara, please. Trust the niggle. I like that. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So this is telling me that there's some nudges or some intuition coming from the inside, and they give me the word inspiration, which is like a nudge. So the whatever inspirations that you get that seem out of the box and not logical at all, but it's very creative, like kind of like what I just shared with you guys, way outside the box. But whatever the niggle is, whatever is tapping at you from the inside, follow those nudges and see where they take you. It's like walking a magical path. I shit you not. It's worth doing. It really is. It's going to lift you up and take you on a journey that will put you in awe. Like I'm even having a hard time explaining it. Right? And at the bottom here, you got don't dim to fit in. Right? You came here to be a bright beacon of light. And so it's important that you cultivate that light within yourself and listen to those nudges, follow them. And maybe here right now, you're getting some of those spoken out loudly because I have a pretty darn good connection. And with practice, it gets better and better. So I hope that was helpful for you, love. All right. Dave, would you like a message? I can't believe 45 minutes has already flown by. I think I did this last week too. First time I checked the time after I started the live, and it was 45 minutes already. Already flying out the window. Good. You're very welcome. Very welcome. Yeah, and I don't know if anybody is interested on doing a deep dive journey with me. I'm starting a 7-week self-mastery journey called Pop on the 7 Seas. We set sail, if you will, tomorrow afternoon, and we meet for 7 Saturdays in a row from 1 to 3 p.m. And POP stands for Power of Polarized Perception. And on the 7 C's stand for the 7 chakras. So each week we move through a chakra, we learn about it, we work with it, and I give you some pretty creative and fun tools to work with. And then we have another container of the group where we can chat and help each other out for anything that comes up that we might need some support with in a we use WhatsApp for that container for the group chat to stay connected. Tina, you don't have to be there because actually this particular course I am recording. We're doing it on Zoom and I'm recording it. So you can get all the information emailed to you after we've done the class, rewatch it on your own time and then go along. I know for the day 2, the following week, I'm going to have it either Friday night or sometime on Sunday. So I would check in with everybody of what day and time would work best for all of us and do that because that's the only day something's coming up on that day. I can't do it on the Saturday, but we're flexible. If something comes up, because life happens, then we can always shift it a day or two before or after and still get the content. But I'm recording these videos because I'm not going to be offering this workshop at the very low price that it is right now, and only the recordings will be available for the $333. When I run this course now, again in the fall, it's going up to $777, which is still half of what it's worth. So right now you're getting it at like a quarter of what it's worth. And you'll also, because it is being recorded, get a 30% off all my services, one-on-ones, and other events and workshops that I put on. I only have 2 spots left, and there might be one of them that is getting filled. I did a reading for a client earlier today, and she really wanted to sign up for it. I just haven't gotten the confirmation yet, so I can't say it has been spoken for. No, I do this one through Zoom. So it's private. It's a Zoom meeting, and it's recorded. So you guys will all get your you'll get a copy of the recording so you can continue to work with this at any time in your life, should you feel you need to, because we do what's called shadow work as well as light work. So we're balancing ourselves properly instead of trying to bypass things. And this really helps to understand ourselves in different ways and move through the blockages and or the patterns that we haven't been able to necessarily see before. And it's pretty cool because even for myself, I put myself through this journey right alongside all of you, and we're working together through everything. And it's I make it as fun as possible because some things that come up can be pretty heavy, but there are so many wonderful tools that are brought to the table to help us work through it. And in a container of support like that, it makes it that much easier, right? So and of course I do have a payment plan if you need to have one put in place. So if you want to discuss that further or have any more questions about it, you could go to my website or contact me directly through Facebook or email or my phone number if you have it. Yeah. Cool. Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right. Let's see. I think there's one more message I want to give to everybody, and it's going to come from just this one. Remember the title of it. Seeker's Oracle. Yeah, and I only take 4 people on this journey because I want it to be intimate. I don't want to get lost in the crowd or feel like other people aren't getting the support that they need because there's just too many people in there. So, all right. What is the final message of guidance for the collective for us? Please and thank you. Isn't that interesting? We got reap what you sow. Spirit has a sense of humor. Oh my gosh. Right? Like I said, you can't make this shit up. Talk about planting seeds of intention and doing it literally with seeds as spring is here and we're getting ready to plant our vegetables and our flowers for the upcoming seasons of harvest. Reap what you sow. Set the intentions of what you want. Raise your vibration to be a vibrational match. And boom, watch the magic happen. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Seeker's Journey. Pop on the 7 C's. The Seeker's Journey. Wow, that's pretty wild, actually. So a seeker's journey is one who is always seeking the truth, right? Remember, the truth sets us free. Sometimes the truth can be a hard pill to swallow, but when we do swallow it and allow ourselves to see things and understand things in a different way, it shifts everything in the blink of an eye. So even though there are some things that take time, right, we can shift our perspective in the blink of an eye and then start seeing results actually happen almost instantaneously, right? It's pretty wild when you understand energy and how it works and how to balance it. And of course, we're all human. We came here, energies come at us. Right, left, and center. Things are always fluctuating and changing from one moment to the next. And we're going to stumble. We get caught up in riptides, if you will, from time to time. And it's just all part of the journey. It's all a part of learning. And we are so much stronger than we've ever realized or even maybe been taught. And I find it absolutely fascinating. The more things I allow myself to open up to and shift away from an old way of thinking where I had that stake in the sand, like, oh no, it's this way and this way only. That only caused me grief and pain and suffering until I realized, oh, that's what they mean by bullheaded. Oh, open yourself up to a different perspective. You take that stake out of the sand and it's like a whole new world. Like, oh, there's a different way to understand things and therefore a different way to start experiencing them. Yeah. So again, if anybody is interested in joining me on this journey, like I said, there's only the 2 spots or possibly 1 spot left. We set sail. And Tara, if you did want to do it, and I know you're working, you said Saturday, but if you wanted me to shift that time to later in the afternoon and everybody else is okay with that shift to do it later on Saturday, we can totally do that, like say 4 to 6 or maybe even Sundays if you're not working Sundays. So reach out, we can have a chat, we can see what we can work out. All right, everybody, stay tuned. I'm going to be uploading the new service that I have, that new creative idea, because I'm totally stoked about it. I'm going to be launching it on because it's a video, and yeah, it'll all be explained very soon. In the next day or two, it's going to be up, and all my social medias as well. So I'm excited. Yeah. Okay. Keep shining bright. Keep cultivating that love within yourselves because you are a bright and beautiful soul. From my heart to yours, I will see you guys again very soon.